Over 5,000 options contracts on Harley Davidson just 2 minutes ago, as you can see. And so in this video, we're going to start analyzing what all of these options are trying to tell us. So without further ado, let's get right to it and then show you also how we are trading it. So you'll see here just about 2 minutes ago, 3 minutes ago, it is now 145. This is 142, and we are at May 10. These 35 strike puts were being bought. And also, just 20 minutes ago, another batch here, and more here, and more here, and back at 11:42 and 37. Through this morning around 11, lots of these 35 strike puts were all being bought. And so this is leading us to a very bearish direction for HOG for this 2 days. So it's expiring. These options are expiring in just 2 days, May 12. So keep that in mind. And also, one other thing to point out is that if we were to zoom, kind of go back in time a little to see where this price is, you'll notice that there was a support also at this level here, this 34.35 level right here, back last year in October 2022. And so we're not going to go so bearish because it may bounce because it is oversold at this point with the very sharp decline also today, -4%. So what we did for our trade was slightly different. Instead of buying the 35 strikes with all these here, we sold the 34 strike puts. And so what we did was, you'll see that there, this is our position here, and we're collecting the highest amount of extrinsic value here. You'll see here at 0.44. So this is ideal. This is the extrinsic value. And then we bought the put that is here at the 35 strike here, but May 19, 9 days away. And you'll see here the extrinsic value here, 0.34, is less than what we sold for. So we prefer to sell more extrinsic value and be at a net credit of extrinsic value. That is much better for bringing down basically the entire cost of the option, because extrinsic value is essentially the cost of what you're paying for options. And so we want to minimize that as much as possible. And so this is our trade here, just expiring also in just 2 days. You'll see here what our trade does is that it allows us to profit even if the price goes up. You'll see here the current price at 33.86. If this price goes up to our break even is around 34.62, we will be at break even at expiration dates. You see here, because this is the zero line here at this is the profit loss at the y-axis. Anything above is profit and anything below is a loss. So as long as we're above that zero line, you'll see that as we move in expiration dates. In 2 days it expires, and this is what it'll look like. So we would be profitable as long as we are below this here. And so this price point here is that 34.62. And so when we look at that graph, the charts here, 34.62 would be about here. And so if it comes up above that, let's say we will put there's 34.62 here, we can put an alert here to close our trade if it breaks that tomorrow or the day after. So we'll be watching this, and we will be watching to see if the hog indeed gets slaughtered. There is a very well-known quote that bulls and bears make money, but hogs get slaughtered. So basically meaning don't be greedy. So that's why we want to put on a trade that is not so risky. It has its risk and hedges all in place, and instead of just going into this trade and start buying these puts because everybody else is buying it, we're not going to do what everybody else is doing because it is quite pricey. Also, at this point is 125. Originally, you could see that back at 1138, we left at 1142. They were getting it for $50, $30, very cheap. There's just as the time goes on and the price starts dropping, the puts get more expensive, and so now they're going for at least $100 now. And so we don't want to buy it when it has gotten more expensive. We still want to be profitable, and so we think this trade maximizes our profitability in the context of the statistical probabilities. And so, yeah, that is our trade. Please smash that like button, comment below on what you think will happen to Harley Davidson HOG, HOG. All right, take care and subscribe if you haven't, and hit the bell icon. You'll be notified whenever we see unusual options. Take care, everybody.